Well, in fact, these were the scenes that were witnessed at Jai Bhuvaneshwari Nagar slum a while back, but now the High Court order has come in where they have stayed the eviction. But it was absolute chaos some time back when the protesters were out in the streets agitating against the eviction drive. But now close to 400 petitioners have once again approached the High Court, after which the High Court has directed the Karnataka Slum Clearance Board to stay the eviction. These were the scenes witnessed a while back when children and women were forcibly removed from the location. In protest of the kind of agitation they were staging, many of the women have been detained, but now that the High Court order staying the eviction drive has been released, it might come as a huge relief. Well, in fact, slum dwellers were forcefully evicted from the Jai Bhuvaneshwari Nagar slums where they have been residing on illegal land. This comes in reminder of the kind of eviction drive we saw in Ejipura. But fortunately for these slum dwellers, the High Court has now intervened and ordered a stay.
ಬಿಚ್ಚಿಬಿಟ್ರು ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ಗಳು ಇರೋದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರೇ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ನಾವ್ ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗೋದು ಪೊಲೀಸ್ಗಳು ಇಷ್ಟು ನೀಚಗಟ್ಟ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ
ಈಗ ನೀವು ಶಾಂತವಾಗಿ ಪ್ರತಿಭಟನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದಾಗಿರೋದು ಅಥವಾ
Well, in fact, these were the scenes just a while back when the stay order had not come. But now the situation seems to have been quelled fairly thanks to the High Court stay order, which has brought in relief to the protesters. Well, many of the protesters who were staging the agitation in the heat of the afternoon sun have fainted, and many of them were even detained by the police. Quite chaotic scenes that ensued, but now there seems to be a sigh of relief for all these protesters. Well, in fact, these were the scenes witnessed a while back, but though the police officials did not seem in the mood to relent, despite the fact that the protesters had put forth a barricade of children and women right in front of them, the police officials remained undeterred. They went ahead and detained many of these protesters, many of them women, and took them to Adugodi police station. But right in the nick of time, the High Court has reacted to the petition of close to 400 of these protesters and has sought a stay and has ordered a stay rather on the demolition drive.
ಯಾಕೆ ಎತ್ತಂಗಣಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಬಂದು ಹೇಳಿ ಅಂತ ಅವಗೂ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಇಂಟಿಮೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನೋಡಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಬಂದು ಎತ್ತಂಗಣಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಆ ಒಂದು ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಪತ್ರಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಾನ್ಯ ಉಚ್ಚ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮಾನ್ಯ ಉಚ್ಚ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯ ಆ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ ಪತ್ರಗಳ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ಸ್ಟೇನ ಗ್ರಾಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಲಮ್ ಡ್ವೆಲ್ಲರ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಎತ್ತಂಗಡಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Well, in fact, one of the protesters there going on to state that the officials do not have the right to vacate these slums, as there is no opportunity been given to these slum dwellers to express their views and opinions on the matter.
ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಕೆದ್ರುದಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಮಗ್ ಬಲ್ ಕಷ್ಟ ಕೊಡ್ತಾವ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಾಳೆ ಭಾಷೆ ತಿಂದು ಹೋಗು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುವ, ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಹೋಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ನಾವು ಮಾತ್ರ ಜಾಗ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕೆದ್ರುದಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಇದು
We'll slip into a short break now, but stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Well, in fact, these were the scenes witnessed some time back when the protesters were forcibly cleared from the Vijay Bhuvaneshwari Nagar slum, which is located next to Koramangala near Siddhapura. The protesters were forcefully moved out, many of them are detained. In fact, in the melee, many of these protesters fainted and fell ill. But the officials who were armed with the court order were unwilling to relent. But now, as good news for the protesters, the High Court has ordered a stay on the eviction drive. Well, this eviction drive, had it happened, would have been probably a repetition of what happened in Ejipura just a couple of years back. Although an alternate accommodation is provided to these slum dwellers, they claim that it is utterly insufficient. As opposed to 900 families that live here, only 400 houses have been provided to them. Apart from that, the Kudluge dwellings are several kilometers away from their existing location, which is in violation of the rules. And also the quality of homes provided to them is extremely bad. While on one hand the government claims that notices were issued to these slum dwellers and that they should have found alternate accommodation, as they have been living on illegal land for several years now. The protesters claim that since they have been living there for several years, it is unfair for them to be evacuated overnight without even being given a chance for dialogue. My colleague Varghese joins us live from the Jai Bhuvaneshwari Nagar slum. Well, Varghese, you were telling us that an eerie calm has descended on the slum, but at the same time, this is not the end of the agitation.
They are in fact keep not lowering their guards with regards to it. Even though the stay order has come in, the people are quite apprehensive because you can see the drama that happened. The JCBs were in, it was pushed out, and the slum dwell development authorities are saying that they are in fact still going to go ahead with the demolition. So it's quite a tense situation out of here. There's an uneasy calm. The police vehicles are also quite out there. With me, I have a PhD scholar, Siddharth, who's doing his research in IIM, who's been part of these protests, who's seen what has happened. This thing, Siddharth. What do you think it is going to happen? The aftermath is going to be quite worrisome, isn't it?
Yeah, if the demolition happens, it's going to be is a disaster. Because I've seen last time when I was involved in one of these things at EWS, Ejipura, Kormangla, 1,500 houses were demolished at that time. Families, just last month, one person died of jaundice. There, people are some 60, 70 families still living on footpath. So after demolition happens, once these people lose their houses, nobody is going to come to their aid. No civil society organization, no government department, health department is going to look after them. So once they lose their land, they lose everything. So this, making sure that they don't lose the land is very, very crucial.
So again, it's the ownership of the land that is in question, and also who are the real owners and what should be the actual alternative given. I'm also speaking with some of the residents over here. Sir, ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಡೆಮೊಲಿಷನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟೋಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಲಿಯವರೇ, ಡೈಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರೆ ಊಟ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಶಾಲೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಭಾರಿ ತೊಂದರೆ ಇದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ವರ್ಷ ಮುಂಚಿತವಾಗಿ ಸೇರಿರೋರಿಗೆ ಶಾಲೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಶಾಲೆ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಏನು ಹೋಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಯಾವುದು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬರೀ ಅಬ್ದುಲ್ ಕಲಾಂ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಕನಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಸರ್? ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಲೀಡರ್ಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡಿ ಬಡವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇಟ್ಟು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಂದ ದೊಡ್ಡವ್ರ ತನಕ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಅನುಕೂಲ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಓದ್ತಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವರೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ಕೂಲಿಯವರೇ, ಡೈಲಿ ವೇಜಸ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಉಂಟು, ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಥರ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜಕೀಯಗಳು ಅದೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಫಸ್ಟೇ, ನಾವು ಗೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಕೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದು, ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಗಳದ್ದು ಕೋಟ್ಯಾಂತರ ದುಡ್ಡು ಹೊಡೆದು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಬಿದ್ದಿದೆ. ಆ ಫೈಲ್ಗಳು ಎತ್ತೋರೆಲ್ಲ ಮುಟ್ಟೋರು ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಡ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗುಡ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಾನೂನು ಉಂಟಾ ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ?